Welcome to Subsistence, a game where the wilderness wants you dead, your stomach is never full, and even the chickens outrun you. If you're just starting out, don't worry, I've got your back. In this guide, I'll walk you through everything you need to know to survive your first few days, avoid rookie mistakes, and build a solid base. And if you stick around, I'll even share some totally not cheating game mechanics that might just save your life. Thanks for hanging out with Bare Bones Survivor. This is Bear. Let's jump right in. Most beginner's guides will tell you to grab everything, and yeah, that's solid advice. But I'm going to show you exactly what you should be looking for the moment that plane flies off. So let's hit the ground running. There she goes. I'm going to load up this pistol and get rolling. These little bushes here are fibers used to make cordage that you're going to need for a lot of different things. There are several ways to get wood. These trees will give you 3, others will give you 4, 5, or 6 pieces of wood. You can find these logs spread on the ground throughout the game. Each one is worth 1 piece of wood. Picking up these can save you a lot of time. These giant monstrosities of a tree give you 6 pieces of wood. But that's not all. They give you something crucial for fishing in this game. See, these trees are also known as grub trees, and with that 6 piece of wood, you get a grub, which you could use to turn into fishing tackle. Be on the lookout for scrap metal. It's crucial in the start of the game. There are several types of crates or bags in the game. This is a builder's crate. You get building materials and food in these crates. These blue ammo bags give you materials needed to create ammo. These green medical bags, also known as medical supply crates, typically contain items related to health and healing. You can get health items and food from these bags. Finally, these lock crates or specialty crates give you high tier loot, but you need a lockpick to open them up. With medicinal herbs, you can create biofuel for your generator and medical tonics that are used for various recipes. As you start collecting wood and fibers, you're going to want to make some planks and some cordage because you will need them by the end of the day when it's time to make a shelter for the night. Protein is going to be important, and one way to get it is chasing these chickens, but you got to watch out so a chicken doesn't run you into a predator. Sprinting and jumping seems to help, and the chicken will stop every few seconds where you have a chance to grab them. Now you have some protein for the night. If you aren't lucky enough to find fruits and vegetables in medical bags, you can find kelp in the lakes around the map. You can also pick up fruits and vegetables growing wild across the map. These are blueberries, but there's also strawberries, carrots, and other things you can pick up. Throughout the first day, you're going to want to avoid predators as much as possible. This wolf was guarding this crate from me. You could use crouch and sneak through and get a lot closer to those crates than you would if you were standing up or sprinting. Your compass is located in the top left of your screen. If you follow it north and east, you should be able to come across this little island on the North Lake. This is the perfect place to set up a camp for the first night. All you need is a platform and a fire. The water surrounds the rock, so you'll be safe from predators. Make sure you put fuel in and put your match to ignite it. After that, you can cook up any protein you might have gotten throughout the day. If you fill your canteen with dirty water from the lake, make sure you use the fire to purify it. It will make you sick if you drink it. You can see your stats for protein, fruits, vegetables, and water here. Okay, you're going to want to craft up a fishing rod and some of those fishing tackles as soon as you get a chance. Fishing's pretty easy. Just follow the directions on the right side of the screen to cast your reel. When the bobber goes down, set the hook reel in the fish, and you have protein. If you're using a controller, it's the trigger buttons. If you're using a PC, it'll tell you in that same location on the screen. These small fish don't give you much, but there's also much larger fish like salmon, walleye, and bass that give you a lot more bang for your buck. This salmon gives you 2 fish fillets, and it gives you 3 fish oil that you use in various crafting recipes. If you look in the medical tab, medicinal tonics are made with medicinal herbs and fish oil, and you'll need them to make health kits. By day 2, you should be ready to craft a bow and some arrows. Although it's still an option, you technically don't need to chase down those chickens anymore with that bow and arrow in your hands. Now you can hunt rabbits for cloth. You'll need a lot of cloth, from anything from bandages to different weapons to all sorts of recipes in the game. It's time to craft a chest to make room in your inventory. You'll need this BCU for advanced crafting in the game. Some people wait. I like to craft mine on day 2 for a couple of different reasons. I'll get to those in a minute. By the end of day 2, you should also be able to craft a shotgun. You're going to want to either put up a half wall or a full wall and a ceiling, because by day 3 you should get a rainstorm and that'll put out your fire. Next, we're going to put down the chest, make room in that inventory. Put up all the extra things in your inventory, because if you die, one of the penalties is losing half of everything that you have stacked. In other words, if you have 10 shotgun shells and you die, when you get back to your bag, you'll only have 5. Now it's time to get that BCU down. When you do that, the game will warn you that within the next couple of days, hunters will arrive on the map. The benefit of putting it down early is you get a lockpick. The lockpick will help you open locked crates, which have high tier items that you need. Now, I'm going to go ahead and craft up that shotgun. And there's your warning from the game about the hunters. Even though I only have 1 shotgun shell, sometimes that's all it takes to get you out of a jam. Alright guys, spoilers ahead. We're going to talk about some game mechanic exploits that you can use if you get in trouble within your first couple of days of the game. If you don't want to see them, go ahead and stop the video now, or continue, and you'll have some ways out if you get in a bind. A single platform like this, placed correctly, can get you out of trouble in a lot of different ways. Alright, here we have a level 3 wolf. What we're going to do is aggro this wolf to show you what happens if you use a platform when a wolf is after you. There you go. Jump on the platform, the wolf will always run away. For a bear, it's a little different, but still effective. We're going to aggro the bear. Alright, we'll jump on the platform. They'll usually attack the platform 1 time, turn around, and walk away. Guys, whatever you do, if you're being pursued by a predator, do not think that you can escape in the water. It does not work. They will come after you, and you can't use your weapons against them while you're in the water. Here's a little example of what will happen to you. It's It's very difficult to acquire or make ammo, especially early in the game. This base is located on the same starter rock that I showed you in the beginning. All I did was come out with a set of stairs and a ceiling. You can use this to farm bears to get meat, cloth, and biofuel. You just aggro that bear, shoot him with your arrows, which are a lot cheaper to make than bullets, and he'll swim around. He cannot get to you, and you can use that opportunity to finish him off without taking damage, and your base won't take any damage either. For wolves, it's a little bit different because they run from you, but you can take a foundation like this, make sure you got it high enough where you can jump into it, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. Take some walls and you go around the whole perimeter of that foundation. Like this. Now once you remove the foundation, you'll have 4 walls surrounding the ground just like this. So you can jump inside this box, and when you aggro the wolf, he'll run towards you because you're not standing on a buildable material or a foundation or whatever you want to call it. So he'll run towards you and he won't be able to get to you because of the walls. You just finish him off and collect the resources. To farm cougars, it's pretty much a similar process as the wolf, but they won't run away from you when you're on the foundation. They'll run towards you to attack you, and you can finish them off. They'll give you sinew, which you can use to make rope, which is very important to a lot of recipes in the game, especially high tier recipes like solar panels. You just aggro her, wait for her to come to you, and you can finish her off with the shotgun. Saving and reloading the game will make everything spawnable reappear across the map. So for example, I'm gonna get rid of all the ore that's on this large rock. I'm gonna save the game. Then when I reload my saved game, the ore on this rock will have respawned instead of me trying to run around all of the rocks finding this ore. It's a shortcut. Now that all the ore's gone, I'll show you what I mean. Boom, restarted the game, and look, fresh batch of ore already there for the taking. Alright, you can use the map to kind of see what's ahead of you, even though you haven't opened up that area of the map yet. In this example, you could clearly see that I'm coming up on a lake, even though I can't see it on the map directly. Whenever you manipulate the map, it often takes the vegetation a second to render in. And you can use that trick to see things that you can't normally see. In this example, I use the map, manipulate it, and as you can see, just in front of me, there's a locked crate that I couldn't see unless I did that trick with the map. Alright guys, just like that, you're not totally doomed anymore. Hopefully this guide helped you survive more than 5 minutes without getting mauled by a bear or starving to death. If it did, go ahead and slap that like button. Maybe even subscribe so the algorithm knows I'm not just yelling into the void. Got questions, weird stories, or just want to roast my gameplay? Drop a comment. I read them all. Catch you in the next one, and good luck out there. You're gonna need it.